My girlfriend said sarcastically, "You're so boring." My ex used to take me on sudden adventures. She had no idea that sentence would be the final spark for me. I calmly replied, "Really? He sounds like a pretty exciting guy." The next morning, when she opened the door and saw the moving van outside, that sight shattered everything for her. Dear friends, subscribe to me and boost my morale. Your one click means a lot to me. Thank you. I'm 30 and I thought I'd found the one. Her name was Sloan. We'd been together for 3 years, living together for the last 18 months in a decent 2-bedroom apartment downtown that I paid for entirely. She worked part-time at a boutique, made maybe $1,500 a month, and I never complained. I covered rent, utilities, groceries, her car insurance when she was short. I didn't mind. I loved her. Or at least, I thought I did. The comment about her ex came on a Tuesday night. We were eating takeout on the couch, watching some Netflix show neither of us cared about. I'd just gotten back from a 10-hour day and honestly, I was exhausted. I'd suggested we stay in, order food, relax. That's when she said it. "You're so boring." My ex used to take me on sudden adventures. I looked at her. She had this little smirk, like she was half joking but also half serious. Testing me maybe, waiting for me to jump up and prove her wrong. Instead, I set down my chopsticks and said, "Really? He sounds like a pretty exciting guy." Her smile faltered. "I'm just saying, we never do anything spontaneous anymore. Sloan, I work 60 hours a week so we can live here. Last month I took you to that bed and breakfast upstate. 2 weeks before that, we went to that concert you wanted to see. What are you talking about?" She rolled her eyes. "That's not the same. Those were planned. I'm talking about just getting in the car and driving. Not knowing where you'll end up. That's called being irresponsible. That's called being fun." I didn't say anything else. I finished eating, cleaned up, and went to bed early. She stayed up watching TikTok videos on her phone, laughing at something I wasn't part of. That night, lying there in the dark, I started thinking, really thinking, about the last 6 months. How she'd been distant. How she'd started mentioning her ex more and more. Declan, some bartender she dated before me. How she'd been on her phone constantly, angling the screen away whenever I walked by. How she'd stopped initiating anything physical. How every time I suggested we do something together, she'd find an excuse or complain that it wasn't exciting enough. The next morning, I woke up before her and checked our bank statements. We had a joint account I'd set up for shared expenses, though honestly, I was the only one putting money into it. I noticed a charge from 2 weeks ago. A hotel. The Riverside Inn, about 40 minutes outside the city. $180. I'd been at a work conference that weekend. In Boston. I felt my stomach drop. I opened her laptop. Password was still my birthday, which almost made me laugh, and checked her email. Found the confirmation. Room booked under her name. Check-in, 8 p.m. Check-out, 11 a.m. I sat there for maybe 20 minutes, just staring at the screen. Then I heard her alarm go off in the bedroom. I closed the laptop and went to make coffee like nothing happened. She came out around 9, hair messy, wearing one of my old shirts. "Morning," she mumbled, heading straight for the coffee I'd made. "Morning," I said. "Sleep well?" She scrolled through her phone while drinking. Didn't even look at me. "Hey, I was thinking," I said casually. "Maybe we should plan a trip. Somewhere spontaneous. Like you wanted." She glanced up, surprised. "Really? Yeah, you're right. I've been too focused on work. Let's do something fun." Her whole face lit up. "Oh my God, yes. Where?" "I don't know yet. Let me figure some things out. Maybe next month." "That would be amazing." She actually came over and kissed me. First time in weeks. I smiled. "Great. I'll start looking into it." What I actually started doing was getting my exit strategy together. That morning, I called my buddy Trevor who worked in real estate. Asked him if he knew any short-term rentals available immediately. He had a studio across town, said I could move in by the weekend if I wanted. Then I called a moving company. Scheduled them for Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Then I went to the bank and moved every dollar from our joint account into my personal one. She'd contributed maybe $300 total over the past year, so legally, morally, whatever, I didn't care. It was my money. The next few days were weird. She was suddenly affectionate again, talking about trip ideas, asking where I wanted to go. I played along, suggested places, agreed with her, made her think everything was fine. Friday night, we ordered pizza. She was in a great mood, talking about how excited she was that we were finally doing something fun. I nodded, smiled, refilled her wine. You know what? She said, a little tipsy now. I'm sorry about what I said the other day. About you being boring. That wasn't fair. It's okay, I said. No, really. You're not boring. You're stable. That's good. Declan was exciting, but he was also kind of a mess. Yeah. Like, the adventures were fun, but he was broke. And immature. You're an adult. I almost laughed. Thanks, I guess. She leaned against me. I'm lucky to have you. Update 1. Saturday morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. Sloane was still asleep. I got dressed quietly, grabbed a few personal items I'd kept in the bedroom, my laptop, some clothes, my documents, and put them in my car. Then I went back inside and waited. At exactly 8 a.m., the moving van pulled up. I opened the door and waved them in. They were efficient, professional. I'd already labeled everything that was mine. The couch, mine. I'd bought it before we moved in together. The TV, mine. The dining table, hers, actually, so I left it. Kitchen stuff was mostly mine. Bedroom furniture was a mix, but I took what I'd paid for. Sloane woke up around 8:20. I heard her stumble out of the bedroom, probably wondering what all the noise was. She appeared in the hallway, eyes half open, hair everywhere. Saw the movers carrying out the couch. Saw me standing there with my arms crossed. What's happening? I'm moving out, I said calmly. Her face went white. What? The Riverside Inn. 2 weeks ago. $180. She froze. Literally froze. Her mouth opened, but nothing came out. I know you were there with Declan. Or maybe it was someone else. Doesn't really matter. No, that's not. Don't, I said. I checked your email. I checked your phone records. I'm not stupid, Sloane. She started crying. Real tears, not fake ones. It was a mistake. It was one time. I was confused. One time at that hotel, maybe. But how many other times? She didn't answer. One of the movers walked past carrying a lamp. She just stood there, watching everything disappear. You can't just leave, she finally said. Watch me. This is my apartment too. Actually, no. The lease is in my name. I paid every month's rent. I talked to the landlord yesterday. You have until the end of the month to figure something out, which is more generous than you deserve. You're kicking me out. I'm leaving. What you do is up to you. But you can't afford this place on your own, and I'm not paying for it anymore. She collapsed onto the floor, sobbing. Please. I'm sorry. It didn't mean anything. Then why'd you do it? I don't know. I was bored. I missed feeling wanted. I wanted you. I gave you everything. You gave me stability. That's not the same. I stared at her. You're right. It's not. And clearly, you don't value it. The movers finished loading everything. I signed the paperwork, tipped them, and they left. The apartment looked empty now. Just her stuff remained. The dining table, her clothes, some decorations she'd bought. She was still on the floor, makeup running down her face. What am I supposed to do? Call Declan, I said. I'm sure he'll take you on an adventure. I walked out, closed the door, got in my car, and drove to my new place. Update 2. The first few days were quiet. Too quiet. I kept expecting her to call, to show up, to blow up my phone with apologies or insults or something. But there was nothing. Then, on Tuesday, I got a text from my buddy Kyle. Dude, is Sloane okay? She's posting some wild stuff. I didn't have social media anymore. Deleted it all months ago because I was tired of the noise, but Kyle sent me screenshots. She'd made a long Instagram post about how I'd abandoned her, how I was cruel and heartless, how she was blindsided by my decision to leave. The comments were mixed. Some people felt bad for her. Others called her out, asking why I'd left. She didn't mention the cheating, of course. I didn't respond. Didn't engage. Let her spin whatever story she wanted. On Thursday, she finally called. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity got the better of me. What? I need money, she said. No hello, no apology, just straight to it. For what? Rent. I can't afford the apartment. That's not my problem anymore. Please. Just this month. I'll figure something out after. No. You're really going to let me be homeless? You're not going to be homeless. You have parents. Friends. Declan. Figure it out. She started crying again. I made a mistake. One mistake. It wasn't one mistake, Sloane. It was a choice. Multiple choices. You chose to cheat. You chose to disrespect me. You chose to take me for granted. Now you're choosing to play victim. I'm done. I hung up. Blocked her number. Blocked her on everything. Update 3. A month later, I ran into Declan at a bar. Totally random. I was there with some coworkers, and he was working. Didn't recognize him at first, but then I heard someone call his name. I waited until his shift was over, then walked up. Declan, right? He looked confused. Yeah. I'm Sloane's ex. His face changed. Oh. Hey man. Relax. I'm not here to start anything. Just curious. Are you two together now? He scratched his head. Nah man. It was casual. She wanted more, but I wasn't into it. She's kind of a lot, you know? I almost laughed. Yeah, I know. For what it's worth, he said. She talked about you all the time. Said you were too good for her. She was right. He nodded. Awkward silence. Then he said, she's back with her parents now, I think. Saw her post something about moving home. Good for her. I left after that. Didn't feel angry or sad or anything. Just empty. Like closing a book I'd already read. Final update. It's been 3 months now. I'm in a better place, literally and mentally. The studio apartment is small, but it's mine. I've been focusing on work, hanging out with friends more, even started going to the gym regularly. I feel lighter. Like I'd been carrying something heavy for years and finally put it down. Sloane tried reaching out a few weeks ago through a mutual friend, asking if we could talk. I declined. There's nothing left to say. She made her choice. I made mine. I heard through the grapevine that she's dating someone new already. Some guy she met online. Good luck to him. As for me, I'm not looking for anything serious right now. Maybe eventually. But for now, I'm just enjoying the peace. No drama. No lies. No wondering if I'm enough. Turns out, I always was. She just couldn't see it. Edit 1. A lot of people asked if I ever confronted Declan about the affair. Honestly, I didn't see the point. He didn't owe me anything. She did. Edit 2. Yes, I kept the couch. It's a damn good couch.